Okay, Jamie does a lot of hip slapping, so I got him this hockey gear that people wear for hockey, and he can basically just sit there and hit his hip, and it's got this padding there. So it's got padding there and here, all the areas where he targets. It's also good too because if he falls like from a seizure or something, you've got padding right there. It's good. So anyone who's interested in that, I guess it's a, what is it, Falcon? That's the type I got. And I just got it just like a hockey store. It's good padding right there. So for that kind of self-abuse, it's not, you know, real life-threatening because it's not targeting his head, then this works. I mean, you don't want him, obviously, to hit himself at all, but, you know, if you're trying to do something and he just keeps, doing this over and over and over again, you're trying to prepare food or something, then at least you don't have to worry about him bruising his hips. So it protects him. Around there. All pretty simple to get on. It's just a slip-on. You just slip it on, you know, you just put it on like you're putting on shorts, and then you can clip it for tightness. You know, want it, and then here again, here's the padding here on the hips, side of legs, hips, and then flip it over, and you've got padding here and here and here. So, and it's not very expensive either. You could, it's hockey gear, and it's mesh, and you can find it either on the internet or at hockey stores. Okay, other protective gear that we use for Jamie is obviously a boxing helmet, since he boxes his own head. The problem with the boxing helmet, though, is that he specifically targets his ears, and there's the ear. So when he's having extreme bouts of self-abuse, extreme bouts of self-injurious behavior, then we put the wrestling helmet underneath the helmet. Okay, so now you've got the wrestling helmet inside of the boxing helmet, so which is serving as the protection where the ear would be vulnerable right there in that one spot. So you've got the wrestling helmet underneath, and that protects the ears. You know, obviously it's, you know, you wish you didn't have to do this, but this is the reality of it. You have to protect the person, and if you're not using, you know, drugging them, or you're not using skin shock therapy or whatever else, you know, is out there that people are using, then you have to take extreme measures to protect them from doing severe bodily injury to themselves, because things can go real bad real fast with about 5 to 6 intense blows to the head with someone who doesn't understand their own strength. So, you know, you really have to ensure their safety. And this is one way to do it. Of course, you know, when you have stuff like this on a person that you're trying to protect from self-injury, you have to monitor this stuff. You can't just, you know, toss it on them. You know, I've had nurses and other people put this helmet on him, and then I go to check it later on, you know, when the nurse goes to leave, and this thing is like tight, strapped under his chin, practically choking him. And I'm thinking, holy mackerel, didn't you even put your 2 fingers underneath it to, like, see? You can't do that. Same thing with this. I mean, you can't put something on so tight that you're now negating the very purpose you're trying to protect the person, and now you know, you've got them half choking in the strap under their chin. And this. So here's the table representing our life with Jamie on a daily basis: chew necklace, handheld vibrator, wrestling helmet, boxing helmet, gait belt, noise protectors for the ears, vibrating tube, life jacket from when we're outside around the pool, constant hydration, and then of course box of, you know, meds that he needs to take for seizure activity, and then the hockey gear to protect his hips when he decides to non-stop hitting himself in the hips. So those are just, you know, I mean, that's just a small portion of what we've got to juggle every single day with Jamie, and that's why it's, you know, extremely